Hey, my friends, today is Thursday, May 11th. I'm getting ready to, sign into the 9 to 5. But before I do that, I wanted to hop on here and tell you all a couple things that I think will be helpful. So, first and foremost, my notary startup guide, which I like to call my Notary Gems guide, is on sale. The link to it is below in the description. It's next to nothing as far as cost is concerned, but it gives you pretty much all my key points compiled into one nice, neat, easy to follow document. It's a few pages, kind of all of the frequently asked questions. You want to know where I get business from, the types of businesses, what I charge, all of that is in the guide, so check it out. Next thing I want to tell you is that Notary to Notary, which I love following them, they give a ton of information for free as well. Their training goes on sale fairly often. I don't know if it's on sale right now. It had just gone on sale a few weeks ago, but that's one of the trainings I took. So if you are wanting to learn how to handle real estate documents so that you can start taking on loan signings, that is a great training to take, and I believe it comes in two parts. So I will put the link to their training in the description as well. I did pay for that training. You retain access to it. It's a great training. I don't know how else to explain it. It's extremely thorough. You can walk through like real documents. They'll walk you through real documents, how to handle them, where to sign, where not to sign, everything you need to know. So whenever I have a loan signing, if I accept one, because they're not my favorite thing to do, I like General Notary Work, I go back to that training because you do get to retain that access. And if I have a question about the type of document, I go straight to the training, the portion of the training that talks about it. That way I'm not going in trying to remember something I learned a year, 2 years ago. Okay. So check it out. It's super in depth. I put the link to it in the description as well. So here's the real purpose of this video. So a couple of you have asked or said that you've had issues setting up your Google profile for your notary business, which is something I strongly suggest that you do because that's how people find you, or one of the ways people find you. It's free, it's easy, and what do we all do? We do our Googles, right? Whenever we want to find something, we do our Googles. Guess how most people find me? And this is the type of insight you get from your Google business page. Most people find me by typing in notary near me. That's what people type in. They want to find a notary, they type in notary near me. And then you pop up, only if you have a Google business page. So I had done a video on setting up your Google business profile and using ads probably like 2 years ago at this point. But Notary to Notary has created a free guide that walks you through how to set up your Google business page. All you got to do is click the link. They posted it to their page. Now I'm telling you about it here just in case you don't follow them. The link to that is also in the description, okay? So I will just show you a quick sneak peek of it, but go to the description and click the link. It is free and it takes you straight to the guide. You don't even have to put in your email address or anything like that. They just have it out there, free information for you all, okay? So go to this, first let me show it to you and then you can go to the description and click the link, okay? Let's hop behind my screen. Well, all right, so here is the guide that's created by Vanessa Terry and Notary to Notary. They created it April 7th. Just a reminder again, in case something changes, I'm recording this on Thursday, May 11th, 2023. But this guide is very thorough. She shows you step by step how to set up your Google business profile. All right, so if you want these steps, because I'm not going to read all of this to you and I'm not going to go through every single step for you. But I want you to see how in-depth it is. It shows you exactly what to do. How many steps are there? 29 steps because they give it to you very detailed, okay? So I want you to go ahead and go to the description bar. And first you're going to check out my guide. Then you're going to see the links to this as well and their training, all in the description. So if you've been having trouble, I'm not going to recreate this video. You know why? Because she's giving it to you for free here in a document, which is fantastic. So again, I've taken her training, I purchased her training, and anyone who asks me about where to get training, I've worked with a couple trainings, but this is one of my favorites. All right. So definitely go to the description bar if you want this guide. But I wanted y'all to get an idea of how in-depth this guide was, so I'm showing it to you. Okay. Okay. So now that I've shown you that, I wanted to know in general, how is your notary business going? You know, me personally, I'm off and on. Sometimes the people get to peopling, and then I stop taking appointments, which I'm just now getting out of a phase where I was turning down appointments left and right, right? Which seems like a poor thing to do when you're having, or when you start a business. However, when the people too much, you've got to preserve your sanity, and you don't want to waste time. I'm talking about those people who make appointments and then you kind of reorganize your schedule to go get to the appointment, and then they cancel when you're on the way to the appointment or right when you're about to leave. If that happens 1 or 2 times, I'm done. I got to take a break because I get annoyed very easily with stuff like that. Also, just people lowballing with pricing. And I know me saying lowballing, that's going to vary from person to person depending on what state you're in, how much you normally charge. But I get tired of people, when I give them the rate for a service that involves me getting in my car, driving in this Atlanta traffic to come to your house and sign something for you that you waited until the last minute to get signed. Yes, there's a charge for that. Yes, there is. Okay. Depending on the time of day and the urgency, there may be a slight upcharge. If I'm telling you I'm going to come at 6 a.m. on a Saturday, you best believe you're going to pay for my time, right? So people will say, well, they said they could do this at FedEx for $2. Well, ma'am or sir, then you need to go to the FedEx. Okay? You didn't go to FedEx. You called me. And I don't charge $2. So go to FedEx. I noticed that they also have the notary sign up when I go to the tag office, like the tag office, DMV office. There's a sign up there, and it says that they offer it for free or for $2. I can't remember. It either says free or $2. So you know what? Anyone who complains about my pricing, if they're in my area, which they usually are, because I don't go outside of like a 5-mile radius, I will direct them to the DMV or to the tag office. Am I going to charge $2? Absolutely not. So if your customers are pushing back on your pricing and stuff like that, just tell them no. Don't waste your time. We're not in business to be nice, right? Like, we're in a business to make money. We're in a business to serve the community, yes, but we also need to make money. Gas is no longer 89 cents. Ma'am, I don't know why you thought I was going to charge you $2 to come 5 miles away at 5 p.m. in this Atlanta traffic. And no. So that kind of stuff really annoys me. So I had slowed down on accepting appointments, or I would offer it to a friend or to my brother, right? So I have a full-time job. And then I have another full-time job, which is taking care of my dad, right? Like, if I'm going to leave my house, it needs to be worth my time. That's all. So how's business going for y'all? That was the point. I have been getting notifications through the apps. I know business has slowed down in general for like loan signings, but I've been getting the appointments for taking pictures in homes. I don't know if you all have received notifications for those, but I have. So most recently was 2 days ago. So they'll send a notary, because they want a notary to go to these homes that are for sale, and take photos inside and outside of the house. They want every room. They want you to get all the angles, all that, and then you upload the photos. I tried to accept the most recent one I have, but they were going to pay $60. And at the time of day, and because they said they needed it ASAP that day, I said, well, let me see if I could get 75. So they said, if you wanted to counter, or if you have questions, to reply back. So I replied back. And one, I wanted to know, is this like an abandoned house, or is this house inhabited? Like, what's up with this house? Is it a foreclosure? What is it? Because I'm not about to show up at a house and get bopped in the head. Okay, we're not doing that. So I need to know, am I going to get attacked by a possum? Like, what am I doing for this $60? Well, they never replied, and I didn't get this, not the sign-in. I didn't get the assignment. But that's okay, because I just didn't know what I was going to be walking into. Which, that's the thing about notary work, is you kind of never know what you're walking into. Sometimes you can figure it out if you have an address, but with that particular posting, they gave me the zip code, which is what made me go, what's up with this house though? Because I know that zip code. I know that zip code very well, and I need to know. I have questions that need answers. So, there's that. Never be afraid to ask questions, because you have a right to know, if you're going to take an assignment, what you're going into. You have a right to know if they're dogs. You have a right to say no if there are animals and things like that you don't want to deal with. You can always ask the person when you arrive, like, hey, are there any pets in the home? If so, please put your pets away, things like that. But just never be afraid to ask questions or to ask for more money before you accept an assignment, because it just needs to be worth your time. That's all. Just me ranting and raving today. But in any case, that's enough of me rambling, because I have my cup of coffee here, and I need to start on some things for work. But I just want to know from you all. I want to hear from you all in the comments about how your notary business has been going. Have you been hitting any blocks? What are your biggest complaints right now? And if you have questions, drop them in the comments as well, because I'm probably going to do a video where I just ask questions, or answer questions, I should say. I thought about trying to go live one day. I don't know how to do that. So I've never done that on YouTube before. I might consider it if I can figure it out, but until then, I'll just record my content and then upload it. But questions and your pain points right now, and in general, an update on how your business is going, please drop that below, and I will get back to you all as quickly as I can, because it doesn't always give me the notifications right away. But I love chatting with y'all, and so I would love to answer any questions that you have. But don't forget to go check out my guide. It's in the description. The link is right there, okay? So I'll see you all in the next video, and I hope things pick up if your business has slowed down. Bye.